We all dearly love Vivienne Westwood and her products, including the iconic pearl choker, and we all love, or at least know, the Sex Pistols. But did you know that the two worked hand in hand? The infamous Pistols' history is intertwined with Westwood's London boutique, which sold handmade anti-fashion clothing, while also acting as a hangout spot for Steve Jones and ultimately being the birthing ground of the punk band. From 1974, Vivienne's partner and co-store owner Malcolm McLaren began advising Steve Jones on his band, before ultimately becoming their manager as they started out. McLaren was a big part in bringing the punk scene from America to England in the 70s, and his and Westwood's views largely influenced what the Pistols wrote, while Westwood also began designing clothes that mirrored the band's anarchistic sensibilities. Vivienne's clothes in this era were intentionally abrasive and challenging, made to comment on conservative ideals and social progression. The biggest example of this is her controversial God Save the Queen shirt, a deconstructed version of Cecile Beaton's portrait, reimagined with a safety pin around the Queen's mouth and "She Ain't No Human Being" surrounding her face in graphic text.
God save the Queen, the fascist regime.
At this point in time, the Pistols were in their prime, doing countless gigs and television interviews, all while wearing and promoting Vivienne's brand at the same time. So spirits are high, Vivienne's clothes and shop are gaining more attention than ever, and the Pistols are at their prime. So what could go wrong? Well, due to her surge in popularity, the late 1970s saw the mainstream digging its claws into Westwood's punk designs without any interest in the political underpinnings. And as for the Pistols, well, the band had always been an unconventional match, but the Sex Pistols finally fell apart before the decade was up after continuous internal feuds, and Sid Vicious was arrested but soon released on bail after being accused for the murder of his girlfriend Nancy Spungen. It seemed punk had lost its gritty luster, and now people on a whole are unaware of this history, because Vivienne Westwood, who turned out to be one of the UK's most celebrated designers, took a 180 turn in her inspiration, now designing clothes synonymous with 18th century fashion. Ultimately, Vivienne became adored by the same mainstream industry she once wanted to repel.